In this video, we're going to discuss how to use the TI-84 calculator to construct a frequency histogram. First thing that I'm going to do before I get started is go into my memory and clear all my lists. Number 4 there. There we go. Now I'm going to go into Stat, Edit, and I'm going to find what are called my class marks. I'm going to do that by finding the average of the lower bound and the upper bound. So 0 plus 1 is 1, divided by 2 is 0.5. From this point forward, I can use the class width, which is 2. 2 minus 0 is 2. So I can add 2 to everything. 2.5, 4, 4.5, 6.5, 8.5, and 10.5. Those would be my class marks. I use those as representative for my for where my frequencies are going to be: 10, 1, 7, 7, 1, and 4. Then I'm going to go to second stat plot, turn my plots on if they're not on already, and I'm going to choose the histogram option, which is this top row third option there. And I'm going to make sure that my X's are coming from L1, and then I'm going to choose my Y's to come from L2. And most of the time, we're not going to know exactly how to make our bins, and we're going to play around with it a little bit. So normally we're going to zoom 9 once we're done here. Zoom 9. But I've been told exactly how to do this, so I want my lower bound to be a little less than that first class mark, and my upper bound to be a little above the last class mark, like so. And I want my bins to go by 2s, so that we're going to go from 0 to 2, and then 2 to 4, and so on. And let's see, that works, so I'll just call this 12. And we want a little bit negative, even though the lowest number is 0, we want to see that x-axis, so it's going to show us a little negative on the y-axis. Now let's go ahead and trace, and we'll see that we're going from 0 to 2 not included, which is going to include 0 and 1, and it's going to have a frequency of 10. Then from 2 to 4 not included, which is going to include 2 and 3, and I'm on that class mark right there of 3.5, and so on and so forth, 7, 7, 1, 4. And I can see my left hand and my right hand of all of my rectangles. I don't see my left hand of this one because it's actually on the y-axis, but you get the idea. They're all touching one another, which they should. And if you want to, you can use an application like I'm using an emulator here, and you can capture the screen to put that graph into a document and save it, so that you can just copy that and paste it as you graph. Let's go ahead now and move on to our next example here. So let's just clear these lists. To clear a list, hit clear enter. Do not hit delete. You do not want to delete the list, you want to clear the list. So to show you how I'll calculate this class mark, 20 plus 29 divided by 2. And then I know my class width is 10. That's all my class marks: 5, 5, 6, 0, 4. Again, I'm going to zoom 9, and then I'm going to play with it a little bit. I have everything set up in my histogram options already. So now we're going to call our xmin 20. We're going to call our xmax 70. We're going to go by tens, and that works. Let's call our Ymax 7 there. Let's graph and trace, and we have 5, 5, 6, 0, 4, and all of our bounds line up correctly there. So we could take a picture of that and paste it in for our graph. Now, this next one here, they just gave me the raw data, and I have to make the grouped frequency distribution first before I can put it in the calculator. I already did that for you. I put them in bins like the teacher said, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 7 to 8, 9 to 10, because my highest value here is 9. So I'm going to go into stat and clear my lists. Let's clear L1, and let's clear L2. That's how you can clear an individual list. Edit. I'm going to come in here and put my class marks 3.5, 5.5, 7.5, and 9.5. And then my frequencies here are going to be 3, 13, and then that is 7 and 1. I have 24 pieces of data. And I'm going to zoom 9 again. Adjust my window now so that my lower bound is 3 and my upper bound is 10. We want to go by widths of 2. See if that works. And we want a Ymax of 15. I need to go a little wider here, so let's make this 11. Yeah, now I can see the right-hand side of that one. So let's trace, and 3 to 5, with 5 not included, is going to include 3 and 4. That's 3. Then we have 13 from 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10, like so, with 11 not included, right? And there's our histogram. Again, all the bars touch on a histogram, and the heights are determined by the frequency. All right, that's it for this video. See you for the next video.